It's a lot of waiting around, a lot of interviews, questions from scouts, and the media and all that. But it's been going good. I'm just ready to get on the field and show what I can do, with my speed.
What teams have you met with so far this week?
I don't know. I've met with about 10 teams. I haven't really been keeping, track of them. Just been trying to, answer the questions honestly and say the right things.
What's been the number one thing when you go and try and sell yourself to these teams? What's at the top of the list of skills, of traits that you're trying to convey to them?
Just being honest and, telling them the experiences I've had. And also, I'm trying to let them know that the level of competition that I played in college isn't going to, determine the player that I am at the next level.
How often does that come up, the level of competition?
It comes up a lot. I played in the NAIA, so, they're always questioning if I'm going to be able to make the jump to, facing NFL corners on a daily basis. And I just, tell them, to watch what I did at the All-Star game, and I wasn't, scared at that game. I played hard, and just, trying to, trust in me and know what I can do at the next level as well.
After talking with some of these teams, what do you think is what kind of team do you think is the best fit for you as far as style of play, pace of play, things like that?
As far as best fit, I don't do a lot of. I don't know. I haven't really looked at that too much. I might do that a little bit later. After the combine, and, after I run my time. But just teams that have big receivers and seem to like that. Obviously I'm big, so any team that appreciates a big guy on the outside, I think I would fit in well with.
Good week, stressful week, enjoying it? Can you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's a little bit of all that. It's been a good week, stressful, a little bit. I think once I get out there on the field tomorrow, I'm just gonna forget about all this and just go and do what I've been training to do.
Is there anything you kind of want to prove out here? I mean, you can't really do too much.
I just want to prove every drill I do. I want to prove something. I didn't really hit the number I wanted to on bench today, so that's kind of already one setback. But it's on to the next drill. I think tomorrow I got the 41st. That's a huge one for me. So I'm going to try to go out there and put out a really good time. I've had scouts tell me what they think I'll run. I just think that's kind of funny that they didn't see me train. So I'm going to try to do better than what they have said they think I'll run. And then just every other drill, my goal is to hit what I hit in training, because every number I've hit so far is better than average. So I think that'll impress the scouts if I can do that.
What do you think you're going to run?
If I can hit, my best, and it'll be in the 4.4s. And if I don't have my best run, it'll be a low 4.5, but somewhere around there.
Obviously, playing at the NAIA level, here you are now, the only NAIA player here in Indianapolis. I'm sure it's pretty nerve-wracking at times, whether you're a big-time star or coming from a smaller school, but are you more comfortable that it's here in Indianapolis, your backyard?
Yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable. Not having to travel, that was pretty big. It was pretty cool for me. It was a 10-minute drive coming downtown here. And just knowing that my family is, 20 minutes away, my son is 20 minutes away, my girlfriend, all that is, it makes me feel comfortable and just, pushes me to even show out even more.
What's the support been like?
It's been great. Everybody's just, been supporting me. There's guys here from some of the schools that I've played, and they've been, saying everybody's rooting for you. Go show them that, we can all play football, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Playing your college ball in Indianapolis, did you ever see this event and say, I want to be here?
Oh, yeah. I talked about it about a week ago. My cousin, he got tickets last year and was here and watching it, and he was texting me, the times that people were running, and it was like, man, you can do this. And I didn't think I would get the invite, but it kind of gave me confidence to know that I could if I got the opportunity, and now I'm here, so now I just got to go do it.
What was your reaction when you did get that invite?
It was, I was a little bit overwhelmed just because I'd already, wrote myself out of the combine because I found out the day before the deadline. So once I got it, I started to think, now, I was already going hard, but now this is a different level. This is a different stage. So you got to put your best out there, or you're going to be critiqued down to every detail. But I call my family and just talk to them about it, and then I start thinking about it mentally and put myself in the right mindset to, attack it. And I think I'm at a good place in my mind now.
Have you gotten any advice from anybody as you now look, not only just for the combine, but just this draft process as a whole?
Yeah, my agent, he's done a great job about, putting people who have been there and done that in front of me, and just telling me what to expect for the combine and, like you said, for after. So, nothing just came as a surprise to me at this point.
What drills are you most excited about doing tomorrow?
All of them. There's not really one specific drill. For the last 8 weeks, we do them all. So I think the 40, if I go out there and put a good time out there, I think that I'll walk away from here, really satisfied and just hungry to keep going. They give me 40 cleats when you get here. They're really light. I didn't train in those, so hopefully they can give me a little bit of an edge.
Yeah. Sure. So one thing that I noticed looking at your box scores and whatnot was that game in and game out, I think 34 of your 40 career games you caught a touchdown. Can you talk a little bit about sort of being the focal point of the defense's efforts, but still coming through like that?
Especially my senior season, I knew that I was going to get coverages rolled my way and double teamed, and my coach he didn't care about that kind of stuff. He would make big plays for other players so that teams would have to eventually give me that one-on-one. And he just said once they try to give you that one-on-one, you have to win. And I was able to do that a lot of times. So
yeah. Can you talk a little bit about your ability as a runner too, since that was something that they used you to punch it home?
So that came my junior year, the game before the playoffs. Coach put it in. He kind of did it just to give defenses something to practice for the week before the playoffs. And I was a little bit nervous to do it because I haven't, been a running back type player since, middle school or even before that.
Mm-hmm.
But the first snap, I was able to score on it. And then so after that moment, I was, I wanted to do it every play. And then we did it my senior year too.
Yeah.
And it's just fun getting the ball and just knowing that you got to go make a play. It's fun, and I look forward to doing it.
How do you think that affected your receiving game? Do you feel like you learned anything from lining up in that spot compared to out wide?
Yeah, you have to really work on your field vision. You gotta have your head on a swivel, and so last year, my senior year, I was able to take a lot of short screens, deep because of that that running type style I had in my mind. I was able to make 2-yard catches into 60-yard catches, because of that reason.
Cool.